But I think one film was overhyped more than the other.
Don't get me wrong, it's a sick film. There's a big but in there.
Out of all the films in Indian cinema, I think it has to be the top.
I'm convinced that he was the body double.
But with this, what is the end game?
People are going to hate me for saying this. Is Rajini turning into a one-trick pony?
So 2 films released like this week. 2 big films. I mean, we were talking about how, well, I know we both said, right, that it was the biggest clash of this year.
Defo.
If not the biggest clash in Indian cinema recently.
Yes. Yeah.
But what were your take on this whole clash as a whole?
As a whole on the clash?
Yeah.
Overhyped, under-delivered.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, overhyped clash. But I think one film was overhyped more than the other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because for Coolie first, right? I think that was a film we both agreed was gonna be the one.
Yeah.
Like the hype, even all the promotions with the train, with the Amazon packaging. Like, they literally went on another level for the promotions.
You know, a cinema was when you book a ticket for Coolie, the seat will once the seat had been booked, it would change into the Coolie Star.
No way.
Yeah, like that's the level of hype they put.
Where was that?
it.
But in this country?
No. It's
India.
in India somewhere. It was. I think it was the cinema's called Cineplex or something. I might be wrong. I don't know what the country is, but yeah, like the level of hype around Coolie was different compared to War 2.
And then War 2 on the other hand, I don't think I was expecting much. I felt what it is exactly planned out to be, right?
Whatever the package was.
Yeah. It is. That's what it was. There's nothing about it. But yeah, you're right. Both under-delivered. Like both were not the best.
Thing is, right, from a entertainment point of view, I was entertained in Coolie. I had so much fun in Coolie. But I don't know if, because I needed time to think about it, right? I needed time to settle. Initially when I came out, I was like, this is so sick, this is so sick. Don't get me wrong, it's a sick film. There's a big but in there. I can't put my finger on it.
Oh, do you know what? Let's start with Coolie. So I'm going to say, but then, you going back to you saying that it was sick and whatever at first, was that because of the cinema experience?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. From a commercial point of view, like Lokesh smashed it in using Rajini.
Okay.
In the sense that the last time I got to see such a grandiose spectacle of Rajini filled with nostalgia was Perdda. And Perdda, when Perdda came on, we were just like, yes, this is the 90s Rajini that we're feeling, that we're vibing. And so to get him again, amazing. But now it's, and people are going to hate me for saying this, is Rajini turning into a one-trick pony where all he cares about is the nostalgia.
Oh, interesting. Because if we go back to Vetayan, it was more toned down, right?
Yes.
In like retrospect to maybe this or any of the other films. Oh, I don't know. But then see, it worked in Jailer though. Like he did like.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Jailer. I don't know why I forgot about Jailer. Jailer was a sick film.
Yeah.
It did work in Jailer, but again, there was elements of old school Rajini in Jailer. But then, is that me just clinging on to the past and saying it's old school Rajini and not actually accepting that this is just how Rajini is?
Oh.
Do you see? This is the type of things that I was thinking about coming out of Coolie because, right before the film dropped, Lokesh came out in a letter and he was just like, this is a standalone film. I mean, I was so in denial. I was like to my brother, no, there's going to be something linking it. Nah. Even when they slightly dropped the word drugs, I turned to my brother. I was like, see, I told you, that's you. Awful. But, like, when I went into the film and we started watching it, I treated it like a standalone film. And I think that's where the hype kind of died down for me. Because I was like, okay, here was me in denial saying that it's an LCU. We're going to see an LCU. But it helped kind of reel my expectations in a little bit. I enjoyed the cinema experience of it. I came out of it and I was just like, I wouldn't place this in Lokesh's top 3 films, put it that way.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
And so that's why I think that it's really good, but it's not amazing.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was decent, but you're right. It's nothing like special. But then I think that goes back to the expectation. Like I had my expectations high. I was like could easily be on 8, 9. Like this could have been like
Yeah.
a top tier film for this year. And then we were talking about the whole 1,000 crore discussion.
Yes. No,
It's not happening.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think right now they're sitting on 160, 170 worldwide.
I'm sure it's gonna dip eventually.
I think so too. And the 160, 170, they're saying. So initially, last year, 2 years ago, Leo was the biggest opener in the world for Tamil cinema, and now it's become this film. And that's because the Hindi market has really accepted Coolie. Not in comparison to like War 2, but more to do with like Leo. Like the way the Hindi market accepted Leo was trash compared to Coolie. And again, props to Aamir Khan for doing that, right?
Yeah. I think, well, now it's just off the top of my head.
Go
in
on.
the Hindi market, on day one, this is like complete, I'm trying to remember. I think it was only 4 crore.
Yeah. Very low.
Yeah, and that's the thing, to take 1,000 crore, because if you like compare it to Pushpa, Pushpa 2 did like 700, 800 just in Hindi market.
Yeah.
So for, I think, a film in general to hit 1,000 crore, you need to at least be doing 200, 300 in the Hindi market.
That's true. Day one.
Then you'll do it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's a lot harder for a Tamil film to do it. I just don't know exactly. Does this play on the audience? Then?
Yeah.
Because Rajinikanth is accepted by everybody. Like you
100%.
cannot deny that.
No.
So then, what is it? Does it go back to that North versus South battle,
or is it because War 2 was coming out that they were like, no, we're going to prioritize War 2?
I don't know. I don't think so though.
Really?
I don't see it from that. Maybe in the Telugu states, maybe because of Julie NTR. It's the only thing. But I don't know. I don't, because Aamir Khan was a big point for this film,
Massive point. But then,
but he wasn't really.
no, don't even get me started on that. But so, you know, with the whole thing around like Hrithik Roshan being in the film, does he not have big pull up north?
Yeah, in Hindi, yeah.
So would that not be enough to kind of be like, oh, let's prioritize him over Rajinikanth?
I don't know though. It's yeah.
Fez.
But then you're right. Well, you mentioned it before, like in the last podcast. You're like, it's good, the YRF universe that should have brought some pull as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, maybe it was the promotional material which let watch you. But like, if we go to Coolie now, like, how would you describe the story without spoiling it?
Spoiler free, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's so hard.
I know, right?
It's about a man seeking some sort of vengeance and the world that he gets roped into. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. How would you describe it?
I think, yeah, you're right. Like, yeah, a guy, so Deva, Rajinikanth's character, works for Simon, Nagarjuna's character, but why and what's his actual aim there? That's all. Like you'll have to watch the film to find out, and that's all.
Watch it,
and that's all you can say really without spoiling it, because whatever you say is like, oh yeah, it's gonna
ruin it.
But then do you know what? I feel like if we go to the first half, I like the first half.
I love the first half.
I think it did a really good job building up this film, like world building up. Okay, you know what's gonna happen. So I got where they were going. Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you?
From a storytelling perspective, I think first half was amazing. Like when interval started, I was just like, my mind's blown. I want more. I want to see what's coming next. From a story perspective, first half was smashed it. Second half, there were elements that felt rushed. But the flashback sequence, not so much like the actual sequence itself, but the fact that Rajini, he did a tiny monologue and kind of compressed all of it. It wasn't a drawn out flashback similar to Leo, where Lokesh was like, I failed Leo because I drew out the flashback a bit too long than I needed to. I could see he was trying to improve on that, and so he did this instead. I personally liked that. I don't know how you felt, but I liked it. I liked that he was just able to get it out in a conversation, and then we were able to get small clips here and there.
I think I wish they dived into it a bit more.
Really?
They didn't need to be the whole second half, but I think just a bit more. We got, just about him. They showed nothing about his wife. Like,
oh no, yes, sorry.
Or it's only the picture. Spoiler, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. That's true. They showed nothing about the wife.
And like, I don't know, the flashback was just a bit. I think the de-aging technology was brilliant.
Yes.
Like out of all the films, in Indian cinema, I think it has to be the top.
Yeah.
Better than there was this Malayalam film, Rekatritram, where they do a Mammootty thing.
Okay.
No, yeah, this was because this actually looked like old school Rajini.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was like, oh snap.
But some of it was AI. Like
What the face?
yeah.
Really?
So I dropped a video when I was like, Sivakarthikeyan gains a surprise cameo, right? I watched the whole film. He obviously didn't turn up. However, I'm convinced that he was the body double for the last flashback scene. You know where he's dragging the body. Spoiler. Where he's dragging the body across. And then he looks up at everyone stood on the
Khan's father,
platform. Yeah. I think that was SK because the face was AI.
Do you think?
100%.
But then in the credits, would they have not done like thank you, Sivakarthikeyan?
This is why I need to go back and watch it again.
Yeah, I think I need to give it another chance as well. You're right, you know that.
But yeah, because you know that whole post, people are coming on to me going, "Oh no, SK was the Tamil dub voice for Aamir Khan for his film." If he isn't, I watched the trailer, I watched clips of the film, the actual film. It's not SK's voice. So I was
for
like,
Sitare.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, because he was showing it.
And he tagged him in the film.
And he tagged him in it. Initially, SK was actually meant to do the Tamil version of it. But then Aamir Khan was bankrolling the film. He was meant to do the Tamil version because the director's Tamil. And then Aamir Khan was sat with the director and was like, wait, why am I not doing this film? This is a really good film.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, cool, you do the film. We'll get SK to dub you. But that never actually happened. That's just rumors. And I'm watching the film, I'm watching the trailer. In my head, I'm thinking, if you're going to get a big actor like SK, you won't make him change his voice. You'll tell him to do it in the original voice because it's going to pull the Tamil audience, right? It wasn't him. So my only conclusion is SK is the body double. Because he's the guy that can mimic Rajini's mannerisms, Rajini's flair. Yeah, the scene where Rajini's in the car, I think is Rajini. The scene where he sits down and in the bus and he's talking and where he drags Homeboy down, I think that's all SK, but they AI.
Do you think? But SK is a bit more wham than that guy in the thing.
But
that
when you deep it a year ago, SK was cutting for Amaran.
But even in Amaran, he was quite.
The young. So in Amaran, when he's just joined the army camp, he went on a mad cut and he slimmed down.
Oh.
Yeah, and the timeline fits when you think about when they shot.
I'm sure they're gonna tell us
Get
eventually.
me SK right now.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll tell us eventually who it was. 100%.
True.
Like they have to.
It's true.
Yeah, I think the de-aging was top tier.
The agent was sick.
What else was good? I think Upendra's entrance into the film was good.
Yeah.
I think even though it was a small role, but then this was the thing. So do you remember in the Chikuta song, they show the back of the head, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, "That's Upendra."
That's Upendra,
and we have to wait, and we're like, "When's he gonna come in?" Right? That was
Yeah.
kind of another big question throughout this film. Was like, "When's he gonna come in?"
Yeah.
He does, and I think that was cool.
I felt like, so you know how the last time we spoke, I said, how are they going to give space to all these big actors and actresses? In my personal opinion, I think they smashed. I think Lokesh
Really?
smashed it. 100%. Because you're right, when Upendra walked into Chikuta, I was like, oh my God, that's him.
Yeah, the back of the head. You knew that it was
Knew
him.
straight
but
away.
What was his role? Like we knew that. Obviously, he's a friend to Rajini.
Yeah. But the entire time, I felt his presence. The entire time in the back of my head, I'm thinking, he's coming.
Yeah,
he's
when
coming.
is he coming? You're right. You're right.
And so it was never like I've forgotten about him and they've just chucked him back in there. I was always kind of waiting for him to turn up. And that kind of satisfied his presence in the film. Soubin. Oh my God. I love the guy. So he smashed his role. Sathyaraj smashed his role. Again, Sathyaraj didn't have a massive role, but I think when he was there, when he was in it, I was like, damn, this is Sathyaraj. Shruti Haasan smashed. Like everyone smashed their role, in my personal opinion. No one, I didn't walk out the cinema going, I wish I saw more of this person.
Interesting. I think Soubin had the most screen time, would you say?
Yes.
Even if you take Rajini in that perspective, Soubin really did have like 80, not even 80, that's a bit exaggerated. Yeah. But like, do you know what I mean though? He had like
100%.
one of the most screen times in that film.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, funnily enough, this was meant to be done by Fafa.
No way.
I swear to God, it was meant to be done by Fafa.
Soubin's role.
Yeah, Soubin's role. Lokesh really liked Fafa, obviously off the back of Vikram, and he wanted Fafa to do it, but Fafa's dates clashed. And so Fafa was like, no, it's cool, you know, like find someone else. But then Lokesh wanted someone Mallu to do it, found Soubin off the back of Manjubal Boys and was like, come do it. I think it was the perfect casting.
Yeah,
Fafa would have smashed it, but Soubin took it to another level.
I think there would have been no one else. You couldn't replace him.
You could not
because
replace him.
then this is the thing. Did him and Rajni overshadow? I know you said like everyone got their time, but these two had the most screen time. So
True.
Do you think the film would have been better if Soubin was the main villain and Nagarjuna was just the middle person? No, really.
Nah.
But I even think Nagarjuna's character was a little bit. The way it ended,
it was very.
It was a bit like, is that it? Like he's meant to be the main villain, and there was me earlier thinking he's the one that's going to steal the show.
Yeah.
That just didn't turn out the way it happened. Like
very true. But I think Soubin's character. Can we do spoilers?
Yeah, we cool. Start spoilers from now on.
Soubin's character being the little rat, and Rajini's character of being like, I don't know, the exterminator. It just felt so natural to both people. Like you've got Soubin just running laps around Rajini, and then the girl.
Oh my god, don't, because that was cool actually.
That was so sick. That was like, I did not expect it. Especially when Rajini revealed her, I was like, shut up. It's her. She's the wife of Soubin. And then the fact that she tricks the guy. Oh my god.
But as soon as you know she was in that chair or in that chair scene, you knew that something that obviously is going to happen.
Yeah.
But what was the role? And then, do you know what? I saw this post on Instagram today.
Go on.
So going back to Soubin's wife, and when Nagarjuna kills her, there was a picture of this crowd reaction in it, going like, yeah, that's how I felt in the
100%.
film. Please don't take that the wrong way. But when that scene happened in the cinema, I was like, thank God, because the way they made her, that was cool, you know, like the wife of him, they're both in this mission together.
Yeah.
So she was the villain as well. And it was
100%.
like, that's the only thing Nagarjuna that I'd rate that he did. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, well done.
I also rate like how every character had an animal theme.
Really?
Nagarjuna was like the untouchable lion. Aamir Khan was like the eagle who swoops in the end, who flies above everyone else and has no kind of like, you know, untouchable. Nagarjuna, Kingpin, the lion. I would say Rajini is like the tiger, right? And then Soubin and that girl are just the rats. And a lion isn't going to be bothered by a rat until the rat does something to the lion. And that's what it felt like the entire film. They were just running laps around everyone, doing a madness, tricking everyone, until the lion just kind of went, bam, you're not going anywhere. Finished it.
Yeah, that was, and even when Deva revealed everything to Soubin, like Dehan, I mean, that was good. That was like, okay, now it's like getting
getting serious, yeah.
So do you know what? Let's rank the characters, right?
Let's go.
I'm gonna let you go. So
okay.
1, 2, like
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Well, yeah. Or do you want to do the whole thing?
No, I can rank. Okay, so shall we start from the bottom or from the top?
Bottom.
Okay, from the bottom. No,
I think
don't do me dirty. I need to think. Okay, in the sense of screenplay, screen presence,
like,
and all of that.
Not on the actor himself.
No, not in the actors themselves. Don't come for me.
Yeah.
Bottom, I would say, was Upendra. Mainly because, yes, he was there, but other people had more time than him.
Okay.
Right? Even though I did say I felt him throughout the film. Like, in terms of actually being there, doing something, saying something, I would say he was no, tell a lie. You know, there's a famous Kannada actor who was one of the henchmen. I don't know his name. He was in KGF.
Oh, yeah.
Homeboy. I'll put him 10.
With Nagarjuna's man. Yeah. I know who you're talking about, yeah.
I'll put him 10, mainly because, or bottom of our list, mainly because he was, he's a big actor, but I felt like they just dumbed him down to henchman. It didn't feel right. But yeah, go. Who would you put next?
Well, I was going to put Aamir Khan at the bottom.
Really?
Do you know what? I don't know what it just didn't. He was meant to be this big guy, right?
Yes.
Not equivalent to a Rolex, but you know he was at the top of the food chain, right?
Yeah.
And he just comes in with his shorts and the stuff and it's like just shooting.
And huskies.
And then it's just like, okay, you forgive Rajinikanth. So Rajinikanth's actually on the level above you.
Yes.
Like, I feel like there could have just been a bit more like, I don't know, just like evilness to his character. Do you know what I mean?
But I feel like Lokesh saw this and thought, if I do this, everyone's gonna say I'm just redoing Rolex again.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I was deep in it on the way in. I was like, that's why half an hour ago, if you'd asked me, I would have put Aamir Khan at the bottom of the list. I would genuinely would have. But then I was like, no, wait, that's not fair because Lokesh, I feel like Lokesh intentionally made his character that way so that no one can turn around and be like, oh, here you go, it's just the same old model you're doing again and you're rinsing and repeating.
Interesting. Yeah, that's who I would, because I don't know who else. Like, I would have put Upendra like in the top 3, you know that?
Really? Top, why?
I don't know, I just liked his presence on screen and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, his whole fight scene. I just thought the whole entry was
sick.
And the background music and stuff. I just thought he had like just a cool role. But, who would be after Aamir Khan? I mean...
okay. Sathyaraj.
Yeah, I could agree on that one.
And it's not like he did a bad performance. It's just like that's what his character was. That's what his character was.
It's a small role, really.
Such a small role.
Nagarjuna next.
Yeah, tell a lie.
Yeah, I think
because the whole film, I mean, even all the promotion, Homeboy was like, this film wouldn't be something
100 bashes.
Yeah, all of that. So I expected more from the Kingpin.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, he was a bit. I don't know. Yeah, they should have made him like he was quite strong at first, and then it was the second half again.
Yeah,
where it was just like, okay, you just kind of like ruined
even the way he died was a bit.
Oh yeah, it was quick.
Yeah, it was quick.
It was not like, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Who?
Now we've got 4 more. We only got 4 more.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Shruti. Wait, who have we missed? No, we haven't missed. We've only got 3 more. Because you've mentioned Upendra.
Yeah.
Aamir Khan, Sathyaraj, Nagarjuna. Only 3 more.
Shruti,
so Shruti, Rajni, Soubin then.
Yeah. Shruti, Rajni. Oh, you put it Shruti, Rajni, Soubin. Fairs.
I don't know. Rajni or Soubin. I think I'd put Soubin up there.
I'll put Soubin first.
Yeah.
I will genuinely put Soubin first.
That's our collective.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But that being said, this is the best performance I've seen from Shruti ever.
I've not seen one that. I mean, in Mono, she was not bad as well.
She was after like I feel like Mono was where she set the bar, and then the journey she's been kind of almost touching it and just up and down, up and down.
I haven't seen many of her films in between, but then do you think she's not had that chance in films to like, let's say, do a performance like this? Agreed.
Yeah, because she showed her acting capabilities. And she smashed it in this role. Like I was like, "Yo, this is the Muna Shruti Haasan we're seeing again." And I loved it. I loved her performance. But you know what? I've got issues with the storyline. I said story was good, but I've got issues with the storyline. Sorry to go off tangent because we spoke about Shruti. Yeah.
What?
Why was she mad at Rajini?
Oh yeah. But is it because I'm not even trying to think now? What? No, she didn't think she was the one that killed. Sathyaraj.
Yeah. Why was she mad at him? They never spoke about it.
But then does that go in a flashback? Like what happened between Sathyaraj and Rajini in the past? Because they just showed them in the car together.
Yeah.
So what actually happened? Something must have gone.
Oh no. So in that monologue, Rajini says how he left his family and went with the laborers. Right. Went with the laborers. Then when they found out they were getting caught, he killed everyone. And then I think something's happened as a result of that. He mentioned that though he chose labourers over the family, and I get that. But as far as Shruti Haasan's aware, Rajini is just a friend. Why is she so mad at Rajini?
Or do you think she knew the whole time who he really was? But then she didn't though.
She didn't.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And this whole thing of Rajini having a biological child was so forced. I hated it.
It was like, okay, you have a son, but it turns out it wasn't actually a son.
It was just a daughter. It happened to be the same girl you've been traveling with this entire film.
And when they said the Coolie number, he tried to run to the phone. That was a bit like they tried. But then when he said the son, I was kind of thinking, would it have been if SK was to turn in the film? That would have been the perfect chance.
That would have been perfect.
Just even if we got 10 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Be like, oh, that SK was their son.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But then they just did the reverse genders, like, okay, it's a daughter instead.
It's a daughter now, it's Shruti. And then Rajini doesn't want to break up the family.
And he doesn't tell her at the end. He makes up the Coolie number.
So it's like, what was the point of that entire? It didn't give me that emotional response that the rest of the film did. So, like, if anything, I was more happy that Rajini was treating his best mate's daughters like his own, not that he actually had a agenda to do so, but because that's what friends do.
Oh yeah, they didn't. And you know what? Going back to the whole thing about Sathyaraj, you know the CGI about the chair. What did you think? It was a bit of a miss. You know, like, I just all the granules, the dust.
Yeah. But that being said, I liked the concept of how he got dragged into it.
Yeah.
The idea.
Yeah.
Because
it was justified, right?
Yeah, it was justified, and it built this picture that Sathyaraj got roped into this major network for a simple thing of he was just trying to help his daughters get through education. And they were saying, Lokesh was saying, oh, I'm trying something new that I've never done before. And I think that's what he was talking about, right? This whole thing of the chair and the burning of the bodies. Yeah.
Not time traveling.
Not the time traveling. Oh, clearly not. But yeah, no, I think that's what he was trying to say.
Was any like Okay, before actually, what did you think of the music?
Of
like overall
of the what? Sorry,
the film.
Ooh. I'm going to give it 3.9 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm putting it high, but I'm not putting it into the 4s.
I don't think it's under his top.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I'm actually... Wait, before I might have to take that back. Wait, I don't know. There was 3... I like Monica. Like, Monica was good. The Chikuta song. Best. And that's why you should watch it. Because when that song came on cinema...
Vibes.
Honestly, I was just there saying it, and then someone all of a sudden continued it as well, and it was just like, yeah, that was total vibes. Oh, Powerhouse song is good. I don't know about the rest of the background music. That was the only thing. I liked Upendra's one. Aamir Khan's was decent, but I don't know about the rest.
I enjoyed the background music.
Did you? I like Leo's better. I'm trying to think.
Leo's better.
Wait. But that's because of the intermission. Like,
you
can't compare the intermission.
No,
can you?
No. I think Ani is the best at doing BGM.
Yeah, I could agree with you on that.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the Coolie BGM, especially when they started dropping the disco one. I was just so gassed, mainly because it is one of Rajini's old songs, and so seeing it played out again tapped into the nostalgia button.
Yeah, so
I was all for it. But overall, I would say I enjoyed the music.
Yeah, it was not bad. It was like there were good songs and stuff. But I don't know if it was like under its best.
Fairs.
I don't know. Do you know what I mean though?
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting you
but I mean,
it like
it's not like I'm not gonna forget about the songs, you know what I mean? Like,
sure.
When we go over to War 2, like the songs here are more memorable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like in this film, you know, was there any memorable scenes?
Ooh.
Where you were like, that was cold.
Stand out memorable scenes. Do you know what a memorable scene would be the fight sequence inside the ladies' hostel?
The first fight scene.
The first fight sequence.
Oh, when they start to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is the first time I've seen a stunt director use Rajini properly for a fight sequence. Because normally Homeboy touches a person and they go flying. But this time it felt more like he was doing the whole thing of use the body weight against them.
And it was more weapon based,
More
right?
weapon based. And so it felt more like possible. And then in between all of that, he was just making jokes the entire time.
Oh yeah, it was quite comical,
It
though,
was
isn't
very comical. And him teaching girls how the self-defense thing, and then there's that bit where he breaks the guy's face, and then he just switches up into Telugu, and he's just speaking in Telugu to the girls. And you want a doctor? He's like, oh, and then that whole thing was so fun. It was fun, definitely memorable. The interval block.
Okay.
The hand coming out of the burial of the.
Oh, Soubin.
So sick. I was just like, what's going on? Memorable, and then the beanie right at the end.
Oh, with
my favorite
Aamir
scene.
Khan, Upendra. Yeah, that was cold. There's literally three icons of Indian cinema coming
together.
That's what was cool about this film, to see all of these actors come together. That was,
share the screen,
and 3 of them just smoking, and the smoke comes up. That was sick. That was like, Also, I did like the bit where he was like, I do know Telugu, like I know Chivanjari, I know,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, Chivanjari, and he was like, I know Anushka too. I was like, come on,
That's what I mean. So that entire sequence where it wasn't even that deep. He was just mucking about with these people was so fun. He was fighting, but he was just making it a joke. Was so fun. And then, even when the three of them lit the BD together, Aamir Khan's like, oh, what's this? Upendra's like, oh, it's BD. He's like, oh, okay, I'll have one. He gives him one, but takes the packet. That was A1 Aamir Khan. I felt like that was Aamir Khan in his natural form, and the comedy was slapping. And then when he goes, so why is the hole so big? And Rajini's like, this type of evil will come back. Let's not risk it. And then buried Soubin in 40 feet of dirt. That entire sequence was fun for me.
Yeah, it was. But I think I will give this film another chance. I was thinking about should I go and watch it before doing it again, but then it would have been unfair, really.
Yeah. Because then we would have had to watch War 2 twice.
Yeah, and
I can't do that twice.
Really,
War 2. We'll get onto that. Well, I'll give you my piece when we get to War 2.
Because what did you think of it generally?
Generally, War 2. I feel like War 2 was an okay film. I feel like it served its purpose as being part of the universe. I don't think I would class it as one of the better films of the universe.
Okay.
That's just, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was better than Pathan.
Okay.
But I think that if this film wasn't part of the Spy Universe and it was a standalone film, it would have been better.
Really?
Because in my head, now this Spy Universe has technically been going all the way back from let's say when Egg the Tiger came out, 2012, whatever.
Yes.
So, and like if I compare it to LCU, you know what the end game kind of is. You know Rolex is a villain.
Yeah.
Gun was after him.
Yeah.
Dilly's going to get caught up in it as well.
Yeah.
But with this, what is the end game? Because I can't put a villain or kingpin on it and be like, that is the main villain of War 2, you know?
Yeah. Technically, is the Cali Cartel the villain, but not anymore.
Not anymore, because they literally got wiped out.
Yeah. So then who's next?
And if we quickly mention like Bobby Deol, I don't think he's going to be the main villain. He's going to be in the next film. But then this is the thing, who is? I can't really put even an actor on it. And the real question is, would Hrithik, NTR, you can include him now.
Yeah.
Salman, Shahrukh, and then the two girls, which will be an alpha, do one film together.
Yeah.
That is probably the question.
Biggest question everyone's asking. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they would like.
I think it would be tough to bring them all together into one screen space.
And salaries and all of that.
Yeah.
That's another question for.
But I mean, that's the argument everyone's having with LCU as well. Because you're asking Surya, Kamala Haasan, Surya, Kamala Haasan, Karthi, Vijay, if Vijay wants to come back. Two of them are pulling 300 crore salaries already. Like, what are you going to do?
I don't think I think Kamal would do it at a lower rate though.
I think Kamal will bankroll the film.
He's
and
clever.
Then
He's like, do you know what? Put it under my banner. Yeah. Whatever profit you get, we split it.
100%. And I think Surya might even do the same. Chuck in 2D.
And the two brothers would they'd probably try and they'd probably discuss it in it before.
100%. 100%.
But yeah.
Because I think Dream Warriors is also linked to, but I might be wrong here. I know that Studio Green, the production house who bankrolled Kanguva, is actually Surya's family. Yeah. So I think they'll take producer fees and just kind of work out that way. But I know Vijay, if Vijay comes back, he's going to be like, let me just take my salary and go. I don't want to be involved in all of this malarkey, especially because he'll need the money for politics anyways.
Yeah.
So and I don't know, there are big names in that war in the Spyverse. Quick question.
Yeah.
Is it a Spyverse or is it a superhero verse?
It's a spy.
Yeah, so why is my man flying in on a drone? Lord save me. Why is he flying in on a drone?
Oh, on that plane scene where they're holding onto the things just before the intermission.
Yeah.
Oh, the entrance, NTR's entrance.
NTR's entrance.
And he's topless.
Dead hanging from a drone, flying in. Superhero drops onto a metal... Captain America did it at least with a shield. Homeboy did it half naked.
But...
Help me.
I liked his whole... like, when he turned up, I did like his whole thing.
Don't get me wrong,
NTR's whole like entrance and stuff. It was good. And the music with it, like the devil kind of.
Yeah, the Telugu music, the fact that they made it a Telugu song and he got to plug it in and play it. That was so fun.
Yeah,
I was like, represented. 100%.
Yeah, his entrance was like good and stuff.
Yeah.
It was a good addition. I think he is a good addition. But like, what else was good? I mean, like even the car chase was kind of something out of Fast and Furious. Do you remember the beginning?
Oh, the boat chase?
Yeah.
Are we not going to talk about the boat chase?
At the second half. Do you know what? This is one thing I clocked on. I don't know how many people clocked on this, but they got geography wrong. I don't know. Basically, so I saw. This is how I saw it. I saw the Atlantis building. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Dubai.
Yeah.
And then 2 minutes, 5 minutes after, they're in Yas Island on the F1 track. That's in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
So you're telling me they traveled from Dubai to Abu Dhabi
in 5
I
minutes.
mean, I did check it yesterday. It's like around an hour or just over an hour.
Fine.
But in a film sense, like, come on, you're not going to go. I clocked. I was like, hold up, you're in Dubai first. Now you're going to Abu Dhabi. Like, explain. Unless you were chasing around the whole country, like. But I was like, and then the boat goes on the racetrack. You're right.
Yeah, and it doesn't stop. He goes full throttle, and it continues driving.
Oh, and do you know what? One other thing I had with War 2, the flashback, 15 years. Can someone explain why 15? So how old was Hrithik and Kiara
Yeah.
when they were together? Because does that mean? Because I don't know where I'm trying to now think where does that fit in the whole universe? Because
Yes.
if we think about Egg the Tiger was 2012, so was this before that, after that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I wish we actually had a proper timeline. That's where this universe is not really hitting. There's not a really clear timeline. Do you know what I mean?
There is no clear timeline. And again, I feel like they shoehorned that flashback in just because they felt the need to do it.
Just to justify why they liked each other. Like the ring, basically,
the ring,
right?
to justify the ring. They just was like, yeah, screw it. Here's a flashback. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel comfortable to me to watch in the sense that it just didn't flow with the storyline.
Yeah.
Didn't flow with the timeline either.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 15 years. So how old is Hrithik? What, 40? I mean, it can't be 40. Like,
No, it can't be 4. But then again,
if
he
he's
did
30,
have white hairs.
He can't be 30 because then he would have been 15 in that flashback. You know what I mean? So it must have been like at least, that's
20 plus?
Because, this is the thing, right? This is why I'm saying the Spy Universe, we need an end game. But what did you like? Was anything you thought was good in War 2?
The fight sequences were fun to watch. I liked the twist when they got back on the plane.
Yeah, I
liked
thought
that
the
twist.
story was good. Like,
Yeah.
and going on to that, we got a bit more about Kabir's character.
Yeah.
I don't think we learned much about him in the first one.
Nah.
And then it was only until NTR said that name and when it was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what is going on? Like,
Yeah.
that was quite good to see.
Yeah, definitely. I liked. I think that's what
Is that one? Do you know what? There was a memorable scene though. So you know at the end when they fight, as you called it, the Fortress of Solitude.
Yes.
Last time.
Yes.
Now there's something that Hrithik does with an icicle in it. Like he gets it with his mouth, and I thought that was
Breaks
actually
it in
cold.
half. Yeah.
I thought like, oh god, you use like it's
your
kind of
brain.
logical. You use your brain.
Yeah.
Let me actually use my mouth, and that I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And it must have been cold for him anyway, because like,
Yeah.
you know, like, icicle. But yeah, you're right, because I think this film was exactly how it was meant to be.
Yes.
Like there was no like, it was just.
They were literally like, here's the film, enjoy it. This is what we're giving you. And
Yeah,
this is what we
like I
got.
don't think there's much you can say. Like I don't know, the main element is the Spy Universe. Like where do you see it going next?
You can't call it, man. I
Yeah.
genuinely don't know. I really don't know, and I don't know what. Like, who's the big bad now? Who's the evil? There was no sort of like. At least in Marvel, they do an end credit scene to lead the next
Thanos,
film.
yeah.
This was just nothing.
Did you not stay after where you saw Bobby Deal and then the?
Shut up. What?
Oh, you didn't see that, but I don't think that's the big villain. So basically, in the end, so we know that we're getting this film Alpha with Alia Bhatt and Shahir.
Yeah.
And it was part of the YRF universe. So at the end, we just see Bobby Deal like giving this little girl a tattoo basically, and it's of the Alpha sign. And then the girl's like, what is that? It's like Alpha. And he kind of mentions it's going to be the fastest, the quickest, or whatever. So he's trying to build these super soldiers, basically.
Oh.
And that's where it's going.
Oh, I walked out when that film was done.
Really?
I thought that was it. I didn't expect it to come.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
and then they'll just show the Alpha logo. And so that's where it's going.
Oh, fine.
Now,
fine.
is that girl Alia Bhatt? Is that girl Shahir? we really don't know yet. But there was only one of them, so yeah, that's where they're going. I know.
Sure.
I think it's coming out Christmas time this year.
Nice.
So at least we got two. Hopefully, whatever they've done here, it will be explained there.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, because they mentioned he was at the end, right? He was like, "There'll always be a tiger, Kabir, Pathan."
Yeah.
And there was also another reference I only clocked yesterday evening.
Go on.
So he was like, Hrithik was like to the general, like kintsugi, Japanese word.
Yes.
And where was that from? Pathan. And I did not clock until today. I was like, wait a minute. Because Shah Rukh Khan says that to Dimple, his kind of manager as well.
Yeah.
So basically, I think Shah Rukh in the universe must have told Hrithik that word. But then this is the thing. It's not really explained how they've met. Because we know Shah Rukh and Salman have met.
Yes.
But what's Hrithik's equation?
What? Yeah. 100. Okay, fairs. I like that. I didn't like the wolf though. If we're talking
what,
about
the CGI?
Yes.
The beardia.
Come on, man. Like, that wolf was very relevant to that sequence, and it just felt way too fake. Very animatronic. It didn't feel natural. And I was quite annoyed because, again, the director's good at CG VFX.
Because at first, even that whole scene, I was like, wait a minute, why are they doing slow-mo action? Do you know what I mean? You know, the first glimpse, I was like, why is that slow-mo? Do you know what I mean? And then it picked up. I was like, this film didn't need slow-mo.
Yeah, it doesn't. The fight, every fight sequence was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I liked it.
And it was equal. I don't feel like they didn't make like Hrithik better than Junior NTR.
Yeah.
It was pretty much equal throughout.
For sure.
Until the end where we find out that, they're brothers.
Yes.
Well, like best friends.
Yeah.
And then you see why one is better than the other.
Yeah.
Why one didn't get in the army. So I did like that flashback thing.
Did you like the Devara reference?
Which Devara reference?
You know when the anchor goes through the boat. And
his head comes up in the water? I don't know. Was that a reference?
I feel like it was meant to be a reference to Devara.
I feel like someone tried to say this was a master reference. You know the two fists. NTR had the brass nut. So I feel like someone was trying to be like, is that a master reference?
Oh, joking.
And then the Hrithik, we mentioned this. You know when he swings the two ice, like the monk, you know? But I don't know. Yeah, like this was just how it was meant to be. And even the music. What did you think?
I wasn't drawn.
Yeah.
I wasn't like. I wasn't locked in. I enjoyed it, but nothing to scream home about. You're right. Coolie was better.
I like the song that they dance off to, but even okay, who do you think was the better dancer in that song? In the song, though,
I kind of want to say Junior NTR.
Okay,
I kind of want to say Junior NTR, but then I'm like, no, Hrithik is a better dancer. I don't know. Maybe this is just me being biased because I do like NTR a little better.
Yeah.
But then when you look at it, it is Bollywood. And so Bollywood has a flair, which Hrithik has experience in. That's
what I was like, because the choreo was a bit more street hip hop.
Yeah.
I thought Hrithik Roshan was better. Like he was just more cool in it. He's more He
fine.
knows though. Like he's just like. But this, I would say, if this was a South Indian song, NTR would have cooked him.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah.
Like
if this was Nadu, we're talking
bruh,
different.
if this was a South Indian song, NTR would have been
fine,
like,
I'm with you.
I'm showing you what I'm doing. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe it's my bias coming into play.
Because they are like at the top of the game when it comes to dancing. There's no doubt. But then maybe I wish they utilized the South maybe flavor a little bit more in that song. Do you know what I mean? Because then we could have been like, NTR's actually like, because then we could have actually seen the direct.
Yeah, 100%. I felt like NTR's character was more developed than Kabir's or than Hrithik's.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? Because like NTR the entire time, even at the start where he's speaking to what's the girl's name? Wing Commander Luthra. And she's like, oh, I know what you're gonna say. Don't make it personal. And then he just whips his glasses off and he's like, make it personal.
Use that fire, right?
Yeah. I was like, yo, why is he so amped up? And it built the suspense for me, lead into that point. And then when the big reveal happened, I was like, oh, makes sense. But he did so well in his character and they fleshed it out across the space of the entire film.
Yeah.
That I enjoyed it. I enjoyed his character, whereas Kabir's felt more of a slow burn. But then, like, I only cared about Hrithik's character as soon as the word Kaboo came out. I was like, oh,
What's happened in the
what's
past?
happening here?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because even if we look at the end, right? I mean, this whole film is a bit of a cat and mouse chase between both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, all of a sudden, they're working together.
Yeah.
Well, actually, not even when we get the song, I'm like, hold up, you lot are gonna work together before the intermission, and I was like, okay, thank God it was just not all working together from that point on.
Yeah.
But then, obviously, they are like best friends,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like they basically forgive each other,
Basically, yeah.
and then they go on a hunt together for God. Like he saved him because the whole thing was the Raw don't know that he saved NTR's character, right?
Yes.
They wanted him. They always thought Hrithik was a bad one.
Yeah.
But then do you think they gave that to us too early? Because as soon as we kind of knew in the first half an hour what Hrithik was actually on an undercover mission.
Yeah.
If they kept that till the end,
Yes.
or like until the intermission bit,
Yes.
I don't know. Do you think they gave it away too early?
100%. That would have made for a better intermission because then we could have amped up, her feelings towards him killing her dad. We could have amped up the chase a lot more. They could have really turned Hrithik into a defected spy, and then did the whole drop on it. And it's just like because then the Colonel's death felt like it was like there was no time to grieve for the Colonel. It was just like, oh no, the Colonel's died an honourable death.
Now to get revenge.
And so you just kind of move on from that. Whereas if they pushed that until interval, or even like halfway into before interval, it would have amped up like everyone's emotions, definitely.
Yeah, and do you know what? There's one thing they could have addressed. So after the Colonel died, why did they get Vikram to bring Kabir in? I think, do you know what? I think they could have mentioned, like, why don't you get Pathan to get him in?
Yeah.
Because I think Colonel Luthra was in Pathan.
Yeah.
So I wish they mentioned, why don't you get Pathan to get him? Or why don't you get Tiger to get him?
Yeah.
And then they could have just been like, they're busy on other missions. That's all they had to say, right?
100%.
And what if that led to another film that could have, or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It could have just incorporated the universe a bit more.
Yeah, that's true. But then at the same time, you also, I guess they do reveal it towards the end that Sarang was actually part of Kali Cartel. And so they needed a reason to get Vikram in because everyone knew the entire time that Vikram was part of Kali Cartel. So when you kind of deep it from that angle, I guess they explained it, but it wasn't vocalized better. It was kind of brushed under the carpet, and just kind of like...
And they just mentioned it at the end. That there's always going to be the three
100%.
spies.
But if you've got a team and characters that have worked with other people who are of similar levels, you have to explain why they're not there.
Yeah.
And Marvel do it nicely when they're like, so and so's off.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is like, we just don't know what's gonna happen. But if we compare both films now,
yes.
First, which one had a better action?
Oi. I'm going Coolie.
Really?
I'm going Coolie because Coolie felt more grounded. Coolie felt more like realistic in its action, whereas there were some scenes in War 2 and I'm looking at it like, brother, come on.
Okay.
Brother, come on. I think it was when Junior NTR goes to the ship to save everyone, blows the doors open, walks through, and every single time he walks through and they do a close-up of his face, there's that lion roar in the background. I was like, what's going on here? But then he starts whipping grenades off a belt.
Oh.
One by one. I was like, how are you doing that? For me, Coolie was better.
I'm going with War 2. I don't know. I just had more fun with it.
Okay, fine.
And it also, Coolie apparently was meant to be like Rajini's most violent film or whatever, A Certificate. I don't think it was as violent as it could have been.
Not as violent as Leo, definitely not. I feel like Leo was more violent.
Leo, they had to cut it out, first of all.
Yeah.
We didn't even they released the uncut version after, but at first they had to cut it out. Like, but I think you're right, if Leo was
more violent. Even, I don't know if you watched the London version and the Netflix version, we never got that final scene where Vijay goes up close to Sanjay Dutt and spits and goes, Nandanda Leo Das. We never got that.
Where? In the cinema?
In cinemas, and I need to double check Netflix. But
really? So it must have been uncut.
So there's another uncut version that released
Extended
somewhere
version,
else
yeah.
that we've never seen.
Ah.
That's how violent that film was. And then when you compare it to this film, they say it's Rajini's most violent, but it didn't feel that violent.
No.
But I guess Rajini does do kind of not timid, but like, you know, family-friendly films all the time that you're never going to see that.
Yeah.
But then Jailer felt more violent.
Jailer was violent.
When he lobbed my man's head off, my friends, they don't even watch it. My friend, she refused to come to Coolie because she was just like, I can't do this. After Jailer, I refused to. But actually, she could have just enjoyed Coolie. Coolie was fine compared to Jailer.
Yeah. And then obviously, I think music, Coolie's winner here.
Yeah? You go with, of
Yeah,
course. You go with,
100%.
yeah.
Coolie's winner, music. What else? Oh, story, though.
It's hard to compare because one's a standalone and one's part of a universe. Because now you're no longer thinking about War 2 as an isolated story. You're thinking about War 2 as a larger story. And so War 2 will seem like the better story. But if you were to cut all the noise out and treat War 2 as an isolated story, which one did better?
Oh, shit. So I was going to say War 2 because on one hand, you have a standard revenge film.
Yeah.
On the other hand, two friends, well, cat and mouse chase, which turns out to be two friends. Why, how, like, you know what I mean? I don't
Devil's
know.
Advocate wasn't Rajini and Soubin cat and mouse.
Oh, yeah. So they both had to say similar. But see, that's the thing. There was two stories going on in Coolie, wasn't there? There was a revenge thing.
Yeah.
And then the Soubin and
then even Nagarjuna, that when he kept going, who are you? I know you from something.
See,
that was a story.
yeah.
And then Aamir Khan coming in and then explaining everything. That was a
Like,
story.
Dad, who's he?
Yeah.
So there was a lot more.
Upendra going into the room 114 and just hiding out there. I felt like that was a story as well. The entire time, I'm like, why is he in there?
Yeah, what's he doing
What's
this whole
he doing
time?
in there? Why is he?
So there's a lot more, yeah.
For me personally, I feel like Coolie was layered with different stories.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Because we spoke about this last time, right? About War 2. Your thoughts on that whole bikini scene, was that relevant?
No.
Right. So then, circling back, is Bollywood becoming too hypersexualized?
Yeah, the obvious answer is yeah, like 100%.
Because I sat there waiting for it, not because she was in a bikini, but I was like, I want to see how it's relevant. We got They Were in Love. The song was serving its purpose.
Yeah.
For a homegirl to just be stood there doing model poses, I was like, why?
Yeah.
Just why?
I don't know.
I just had to get that off my brain because I was just thinking like, oh,
Yeah.
there's no need. I agree with you. When it's relevant, cool, chuck it in, but it wasn't relevant.
No, it was not needed. It was just, I think, to kill time in that song. But then even in Pathan, they didn't need to have Deepika like that. Do you know what I mean as well?
They didn't. They didn't.
But then, you know what? That's where Ek the Tiger is different because Katrina was not doing that in 1, 2, or 3. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. She served her purpose well.
Like, and that's why the first one, if I go back to Ek the Tiger,
Yeah.
the plot twist, like, oh, if you don't watch, okay. But, okay, I'll just say the plot twist.
Okay.
When we were kids, see, it was like, oh, I think is, okay, Porkery you can consider a top plot twist ever. And maybe the ending of, it's not a plot twist, but it's a cliffhanger. You know the ending of Gabali?
Yeah.
Where we just hear the
gunshot.
And it was like, oh, what happened? But
Yeah.
then, I think Ek the Tiger definitely has a twist where we were like, snap. Like, you know what I mean?
Have you seen Romancham yet?
Romancham. No.
It's a Malayalam horror film. I mean, it's one of so before Manjumel Boys that released, that boosted Soubin to like international fame. Romancham's plot twist, go watch it. You're gonna enjoy it.
Oh god,
You're gonna enjoy
it's
it.
one of those.
If we're talking about plot twists,
you really,
yeah, you're gonna enjoy it because it's so subtle. But then when it clicked in my head, I was like, yo, that's sick.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, carry on. I just took us to another place completely.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's why I was like, Ek the Tiger's got a good. But then, like overall, I think both films were equal in terms of the film itself.
Yes.
But quickly, I'll ask you first before I say it. Which one do you think was like better in terms of the film itself?
Coolie.
Okay.
Yeah. What about for you?
I would say both. Like I don't know. Like this is what I'm trying to always figure out. I keep going with both of them.
Yeah.
But based on cinema experience, you would have to go with Coolie.
You have to.
Because the cinema experience was better than Veteran.
Fairs.
I don't know if it was better than Leo. It comes close to it,
Yes.
but Leo was my first Vijay film in cinema, so it does hold.
Bet.
It does hold a special place.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And Leo was, Coolie was underhyped intentionally, but everyone was still like, no, it's a Rajini film. It's hype, it's hype, it's hype. But Leo, they took the hype to a whole other level. I think a year before the film's release, when they started pre-production, hype was already there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Leo, it was packed. I went to a 3 o'clock show, so a bit different. This was the premiere showings, right?
Yeah.
This was loud as well. And when that song came on in the beginning, I was like, this is like that. And I think that, but then do you know what? This is the thing, if you look at other people's reviews and stuff, it is kind of a mixed bag when it comes to Coolie, some people liked it, some people were like, it's not the best, our expectations were high. Now, is it 1 because of expectations and 2 because of cinema experience? Like, are we taking the cinema experience with us when we think about how good the film was?
Do you know what? I would say my cinema was actually quite dead.
Really?
I was the one making, like, me and my people were the ones making most noise because we didn't go to the midnight showing. I had something going on that day, so I couldn't go. But by the time I went round to go into the show, where I watched the cinema, it's actually quite a family-friendly cinema. So a lot of family turn up. So it wasn't, a lot of people were getting involved, but not the entire screening like Leicester Square or like Greenwich. So I feel like the cinema experience, it's not just what I gave out, but it's also what I received, had a massive part to play. And Lokesh did that well. He was able to create that atmosphere, and I think that's why it's elevated the film for me. Because when I went to watch War 2, I wouldn't say it was a packed out cinema. There was quite a few people there, people that would have enjoyed the show, but I feel like I was reacting more than everyone else around me to stuff. Like when it was a joke, I was laughing. When it was fight sequence,
Is that for War 2?
For War 2.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like with Coolie,
everyone
was getting amped up slowly. Everyone was enjoying the sequences better.
Yeah, I think, because based off cinema experience, Coolie's up there for like even during the year as well.
Yeah.
I think I will watch it again.
Yes, same. I have to go
just
watch
to see how, because think about it, if you go at a midnight show, my brain, I took a caffeine tablet and a Red Bull.
No way.
Yeah, and I had a nap before. Well, not really. I couldn't really sleep that much. But
Fairs.
because I'm normally like to watch in the morning first show.
Oh.
But obviously for these films, you have to do it.
You have to go midnight showing, yeah.
So it's interesting. But do you think like this clash was not as big as we thought? Yeah.
It did not deliver to what people were. But is that our fault? Are we hyping films up too much? Because right now, I'm seeing everyone say Collywood is finished. Everyone was like, Rajini was meant to save Collywood. Collywood's finished. But I'm like, why? Why are we saying Collywood is finished?
But then this is the thing, going back to the hyped up, I feel like most of the hyped up films like Vidya Mirchi, Game Changer,
GBU.
I thought that was decent though. I liked it. Thug Life, even Saman Khan Secunda.
Yes, Secunda was mad hype.
All these big hype films. Retro, I don't think had the hype. No. But like the big films, is there any others I'm missing? I don't think so. I think there is one, but there's a reason why I'm missing it.
Go on.
But these ones that we've mentioned have had like mixed or not the best reviews, right?
True.
Like but if we look at Emperor, big hype, but I loved it.
Fairs.
But you see, this was the thing. So that means like 9 out of 10 big films haven't really delivered. I don't think even Emperor. So let's just say all of these films have not got good things across the whole board.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
But
is that our fault though?
Yeah.
Are we hyping them up too much? Are we coming in saying, oh my God, this is going to be the best thing I've seen all year?
Yeah.
And then our expectations are really bad. The results are really bad because our expectations were too high. What film did I go and watch and I really, really enjoyed? So films like Tourist Family.
Yeah.
3BHK.
But Tourist Family, there was hype around it. Like everyone was talking about it, but it was not on the level of like this.
Right. So then for people going in, people are going in going, oh, I've heard good reviews. It's a good film. Let me go see. They watch it and they go, yeah, this was a really good film. Whereas everyone's going, Coolie's going to be sick. Coolie's a
Yeah,
master.
1,000 crore, whatever. Like,
1,000
that's
crore.
how I was thinking that it was going to be.
Even in the audio launch, I mean, bless. I don't know why people do audio launches and speeches because you're setting yourself up for failure. But when Rajini was saying the story about how the producer was like, I want a pan-India film. I want 1,000 crore film. Don't say that, because then when it doesn't hit it, it's egg on your face kind of vibe. The hype was really amped up. Like, you know, Adli's and Allu Arjun's upcoming film.
That's going to have like a lot of hype.
Mad hype. Mad hype. I'm worried they won't deliver, but that's a different conversation.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
And I think that's our fault. We're putting too much expectations on films nowadays.
Yeah, because I think everyone wants Hollywood to do 1,000 crores. So that's why. And I think even at the start of the year, even I was probably like, will it be? Like, even from the start of the year.
I never believed it would. I'll be honest. My prediction for Coolie was that it was going to do 400 crores.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think somewhere around 400. I don't believe it's going to do. I think Jailer 2 has a better chance of hitting 600.
Yeah. But see, now if they pull in Balakrishna.
Yeah.
But I think they need someone from the Hindi audience as well.
Definitely.
But Balakrishna will be interesting to see them too.
Very interesting. It'll be very, very. My homeboy's going to be flipping knives everywhere.
But he's the only one. Even Rajinikanth said the only person that can lift the lorry is MBK, and Rajinikanth said that himself. So
yeah.
But you're right. Like these maybe our expectations are high. Maybe this will be a lesson, like for me, for everyone to be like
100%.
You know what?
That being said, Genral 3,000 crores. You've heard it now.
Oh my god! Imagine. Nah, I don't even think that will do a
Really? I don't know.
1,000, nah. Because this is what I was going back to. The Hindi market is so key in 1,000 crore. And if they're not accepting, like you mentioned, Leo, Coolie's not doing as well.
No.
So it's like...
Cards on the table, the only film I think is capable of doing 1,000 crores after years of amping it and building it up bit by bit is probably going to be the LCU's Endgame. Or
you do a crossover. If we ever got it, it would be a Shah Rukh and Vijay film.
Yes.
That's the only chance, I would say. Shah Rukh and Rajini as well, but I think if it was a Shah Rukh and Vijay film...
It's different.
I think that's confirmed.
The physicality the two characters would bring is crazy.
Just them two together is enough for me to be like, I'll go and watch it. I don't need to see any promotion material.
Even if it was like they go similar to War 2, they go head to head.
And then work together or whatever. Or like two brothers and then someone can be the mum. Like, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
That's when they know you would have done it. But so what are you predicting now? We made predictions last time. What are new predictions for both films?
For both films. Coolie's doing 400 crores.
Worldwide, yeah?
Worldwide,
okay.
400 crores. War 2's doing 400 crores worldwide.
Oh. I think War 2, I'll agree, 400, yes.
Yeah.
Coolie, I think I'll go with 500.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I see that. I see Coolie doing well, but not as good as Leo, which did 600 something.
Okay.
But I don't know. Okay, yeah, fine. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.